Mike here from Movie Reviews of South and Normal, coming to you today to talk about the first episode of She-Hulk. Episode 2 is coming out. I'm going to get that one up as soon as I can, but I forgot to do episode 1, so here we go. She-Hulk follows Bruce, the story of Bruce Banner's cousin, and they get into a car wreck, and his blood gets in her blood, and she becomes a Hulk as well. The name is kind of demeaning, She-Hulk. It was written in the 60s or 70s, so you got to take that with a grain of salt. I mean, they rectified that for Lady Thor, having Natalie Portman be like, no, I'm Mighty Thor. But we'll see what happens with She-Hulk, naming-wise. Pleasantly surprised having the breaking of the fourth wall kind of aspect to it. You don't expect that. Like, I mean, they did it in Deadpool, like Ferris Bueller, all those things. And so it's interesting that they do that here and have her explain the story. And it was also kind of interesting to see the comedy they put behind it, having it be more PG-13-esque with what she's talking about, having Captain America's sex and all that. Not that she had it with him, but she wants to know if he did it. There's middle fingers, there's swearing. Something I didn't expect from a Disney series. Yeah, they say shit all the time in Marvel movies, but to have it on the streaming service was something I didn't expect. I have a complaint about the CGI. If you go over to my Light and Magic comment video, I talk about how ILM mentions if the CGI is good enough, you can't tell the difference between life and CGI. You can really tell in this, in my opinion. Like, yeah, they're giant green people. Of course it's CGI. But it didn't really render right or something. I don't know. Maybe it was rushed. But it looked strange and it didn't look right. It looked poorly done, but that's my opinion. Story-wise, it's very interesting to see where they're going with it, because I don't know much about She-Hulk other than she's a Hulk. But they have the whole dynamic where Banner can't control his emotions, so he's trying to teach her how to do it, but she's more in control of her anger, and she gives this diatribe about how it's because of what she deals with on a daily basis and how she's forced to do these things that Bruce never had to do, and it's kind of like the contrast between men and women, and that was an interesting thing. I don't know if that was what it was written like in the comics or not, but it was interesting to see that they went that way. So it kind of was a nice little twist that I didn't see coming. It's kind of strange I don't know where they're going to go, having her have a lawyer job, because the episode ends with, I think her name's Tatiana, burst into the courtroom and like she needs to Hulk out and like take her down real quick and then give her a closing argument. So we'll see what happens there. Interesting so far, better than I was hoping for. Like, I was bored with Miss Marvel, and I kind of like She-Hulk's coming out, and Miss Marvel was very boring, to the point where I haven't finished Miss Marvel. That's why I haven't talked about it yet. I'm struggling with Miss Marvel. It's kind of boring to me. But yeah, so far She-Hulk's good. Looking forward to the second episode, streaming now on Disney+. Let me know what you think. Give me some likes, give me some comments. Let me know what's going on. Subscribe, follow along for more great content. Channel's full of it. Deuces, y'all.